You can't just hang up
Oh,
on
I
a
do
caller.
apologize. I just cannot stand that little twerp.
If you ask me, all that boy needs is a mentor. You know, when I was his age, I was in the Boy Scouts, and we learned how to tie knots, things like that. And years later, tying knots would come in mighty handy if you catch my drift. Booyah.
Mr. Rockstuckle, I'm going to have to ask you to stop being such a creep.
What, I like to be tied up, and as far as I'm concerned, that's boo chicka ya, 1 point for Georgie.
Okay, let's just go to our next caller. Caller, you're on the line.
Well, hi, y'all. It's me, Linda Crestwater. I'm a mother of 4, and I've been a patron of this library for over a decade now. And my question is concerning some of the books y'all got there.
All right, what's your concern?
Well, my youngest Jeffrey spends an awful lot of time down at the library, and he always comes home with a big stack of books. And I'm a little bit concerned because recently he's been using some of the books he checks out to try and summon Satan.
Okay, got it. So you're concerned about the content of some of these books. You don't want your son to be exposed to this kind of stuff. Is that right?
Well, not exactly. You see, I'm a Christian myself, but I try to be awful supportive of my children. And Jeffrey's been spending a lot of time in his room. I can hear him saying the incantations from downstairs. He's trying awful hard at it, but so far he's only been able to summon some of the minor demons, not necessarily the Dark Lord himself. So I'm worried that some of the books y'all got there are outdated or just plain faulty.
So let me get this straight. You're concerned that your son hasn't been able to summon Satan based on these books. Is that right?
Well, I just want what every mother wants for her son. For them to meet the Prince of Darkness, Lucifer, the fallen angel himself, and to feel his awesome and dark power. But all we've gotten so far are these cut-rate demons. We actually have one in the house. I'd love to put him on the line so you could see just what we're dealing with here.
No, that won't be necessary for the debate.
Larry, come on, get on this phone right now. No, right now. You covered our house in chicken blood. This is the least you could do.
Hi, it's me, Larry the Demon here. Happy to talk to you. Linda wants me to ask about some books or something, but what I really want to talk to you guys about is that Linda is making enchiladas tonight. They're the best in town, and you all have to come. I won't take no for an answer.
Oh, Larry, I didn't make enough.
Well, that's just what I do. I am a demon after all. Oh, all right, I'll see you guys around town. If you see me, say hi. I don't bite, unless, of course, you ask nicely.
Now you see what we've been dealing with, and we really need to get this issue fixed soon, or I don't know how much longer I can put up with this. Thank you for your time. I would just like to point out to that caller that if the satanic books have not been sufficient in actually summoning Satan, we have a large collection of satanic and cursed DVDs as well. In fact, some of them, when I played them, someone actually crawled out of the TV, and many of those people are now productive members of our death squads.
Yes, and I would just like to add that I also have a very extensive collection of DVDs, all of which would become part of the library collection if I were to be elected to this esteemed office. Some of which I lent to my very good friend and colleague, really one of my mentors, Jimmy the Crankster. However, if I am elected, I will get those back from him. We have a written agreement that they will come back in perfect condition. So if you could just enter that into the record right now.
There's no record. It's just a debate.
Okay, well, if you could just do me a favor and write that down, because I'll admit I was bluffing about having a written agreement, and I'm starting to get a little concerned because Jimmy the Crankster has gone radio silent. So if you could please just write that down and make sure to have it notarized.
No, I'm not going to do that. All right, let's hear from our next caller.
Mrs. Nicholson, I just finished up in the bathroom, and I did a really good job. Are you proud of me? Oh, for heaven's sake. Percy, have you dusted my drapes yet? Mrs. Nicholson, I was kind of busy in there, and it was an uphill battle, and I did a really good job, so can you just please say that you're proud of me? Yes, fine, Percy, I'm very proud of you. Now, will you please dust my drapes, and when you're finished with that, please polish my bear traps again. Okay, Mrs. Nicholson, but if it bites me, you owe me an ice cream. Bye-bye now.
That boy seems like a hardworking American. Do you think that I could take him with me for backup when I go to get my tapes back from Jerry the Crankster?
Didn't you say they were DVDs?
Some DVDs, I said. A lot of them are tapes. I like to invest in physical media. Is that a problem? And when are we getting chowder?
What is that? Is that some kind of weird euphemism?
No, you have a debate and then you eat chowder. It's kind of one of the main reasons I'm running for this position.
Yes, I was also wondering about the chowder.
No, I don't actually think that this is a thing.
Well, we've done it before.
All right, let's just move on. Our next question actually comes to us in the form of a letter, so I'll just go ahead and read this. Dear Gunderson County Library, the chairs of the library aren't nearly sticky enough. I'm doing my part to remedy the situation, but I would appreciate any help from the community. Sincerely, the sexual genius. Now, Mr. Rockstuckle, I just have to ask, did you write this letter?
Now, what a preposterous and frankly hurtful allegation.
So did you write it?
No, of course I didn't.
Okay, well, this letter is written on your personal stationery with your name at the top. It also came in an envelope with a return address in your name. It also appears that there's a bunch of hair at the bottom of this envelope that I bet if we had it tested would come back as your hair.
I think you'll find that that's possum hair. Thank you very much.
The sexual genius. You're that fellow asking us to remove the stall doors in the bathroom, aren't you?
Well, those letters were actually due to a safety concern. You see, I had a dream that I was locked in one of those bathrooms with Benjamin Franklin, and he lashed out in a claustrophobic rage. I woke up in a cold sweat.
That's much less of an explicit dream than I thought you were going to say, I guess.
Well, sure, but now every time I see $100 bill, I get a little frisky.
Me as well, but that's simply because I stay ballin' and chasing that paper.
Alright, it looks like we have another caller, so let's just go to that now. Hey, how you doing? I got a chowder delivery here. No, we didn't order any chowder. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do with all this hot chowder? I got a truck full of hot chowder. What the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Actually, I did order some hot chowder because our host had been so neglectful of his responsibilities.
Guy sounds like a frickin' baby. Alright, just relax.